Will, it's the day before you go back to school. Why are you still in bed? You've got an unboxing to do today.
Sleep.
No, you've got an unboxing to do today and then loads of coding to do.
Sleep.
No.
Sleep.
Get up. Spot one shit, get up. Unboxing? You know that surprise I mentioned? The surprise that I mentioned? You don't know what it is? Time check. 9:31.
Let's go retro.
Welcome back to the Winterfam channel and episode 5 of Retro Coding Virtual Life on the Commodore Vic 20. We've got lots of stuff to cover this time around. It's almost Christmas and last time we saw you it was August, so we've got lots of stuff to cover. Some restoration, we've got some coding action and lots of other stuff besides as well. So stay tuned, it's going to be a bumper episode, but let's rewind all the way back now to August 2021 and see what happened next.
Do the school shirts still fit, sir? Do they, sir? Oh dear, sir, looks like a bit of a squeeze, sir. Oh, it looks perfect.
Zoinks! What can it be? What mysteries reside within the magical box? Do you know this is only our second ever unboxing video?
What's the first?
When we did that one on your channel.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
When we had a book proof come through. Check out those books at winterfam.co.uk. Anyway, here we are. Episode 5, and things are really starting to get interesting. Do you remember in episode 1 what the fate of my poor Vic 20 was in about 1983?
It fell off the cabinet and smashed.
A mirror fell onto it
Yeah.
while my brother was doing his hair. He hasn't got any hair now, like me. So anyway, shots. So anyway, you guessed what this was, didn't you?
Yeah.
Because you ain't stupid. So he knows what's in here, but we need to get into it anyway. So this was a bargain, Facebook Marketplace, Commodore Vic 20. It's got a couple of, well, we'll see what it's got. But there's lots of goodies here, so let's get into it. Let's go, let's unbox
Unboxing time.
some hardware. And this will be the first time I've owned a Vic 20 since the 80s, and this is exciting. Hang on, let me help you with that. We need to be strategic on the parcel tape. Go up this way, careful not to cut. I don't know what box is underneath on the top here, you see. This is the main box for the Vic. Recognise that. I wonder if we boxed it up when we took it to the shop to be repaired the last time we ever saw it. Ironically, I could repair it now. I've watched enough people repairing Vic 20s on YouTube to know. I think. We'll see. How are you getting on there, Doctor?
Good.
Excellent. Well, hello. We're starting to reveal.
Okay, it's like parcel.
Let's give this away as a prize. So anyway, Spot, what do you think? Oh.
What do you think?
Spot actually features in Coop. My second novel. Spot's in there.
Okay.
Another big prize giveaway.
Wait, well, maybe if you could get it in the hat.
That would be cool. The hat is hanging. So the kind gentleman who sent this to us is actually a bit of history around the Vic. I'll ask him more, but he's actually a teacher who teaches in primary schools. He teaches computing, so it's quite cool. But he's actually, I think, shout out to him if he's watching. He said he was going to watch the videos. Because obviously, him being a teacher, with us doing a kind of bit of teaching and learning together again. Oh wow, this is hard. I'm just going to go for it. That'll be good for him to see, right? And hopefully we'll see his Vic come back to life and...
Oh, it's because it's tape.
Ah, more tape. Oh wow. Should we look and see what's in here first? Set that aside for a minute. I think we can probably guess what that is. Oh, I can see it. I can start to see it. Oh!
Get the bag.
The magic logo. Right, well, let's put that over there. Let's see what's in here first, shall we? Yeah. Ooh. Oh, look, Will. And look. Said he was a teacher, right? What's that? Fun mathematics on your microcomputer. Hey.
That was you. This is you.
The Vic 20 for children? Oh man! That's awesome. So this includes 28 programs for use with unexpanded Vic 20, cassette based, and 195 page book. Wow. That's going to be good. Cassettes, games. Oh, look! Look! Oh. Well, you got to tell us what these are. You're rushing through.
Typeatune home cassette.
Oh, we can make music. We could be as talented as Perifractic and make our own theme tune. I wish. Wow. Maybe we could get your sister to do it. She'd do music. What else have we got? Ah, Rockman from Master... I haven't seen the Mastertronic logo in a lot of years.
Cassette unit.
Oh, it's the original cassette unit in its original box. Look at the price. Look, what's the price? Read the price.
£44.
$44.95 originally. Wow, man. Oh, loving this. Look at this. It's in perfect, beautiful box condition. Oh. Power cable. There she is. Maybe needs a bit of retro brighting. Presentation programs on the disc, on the cassette there, and the manual. This has really been looked after beautifully. Alec, I hope you don't mind me saying your name, but you've done a great job looking after this old girl. Yeah, that, you recognise that, right? Everybody who's been watching the series will recognise this from episodes 1 and 2. Wow, look, and this came with, I had this, and this came with, look, you see what that is? Can you see what that is? That's a genuine Commodore. Can you see what that is?
It's the flowchart.
The flowchart symbol, just like we've been making. Oh man, and both cassettes are there, and what's this? Oh, these are the, oh look, okay, he's kept the key capped and the key for the key that got. So I think when we look, we'll find the key is missing, so we can repair this though. Wow, it's not as bad as my old Vic. It had this whole top row was missing on my original one. Last time I saw it. Oh, this is so cool.
I think you need to pull.
Okay, I will pull. Hang on, let me just give this prize giveaway material. Can I get it in the hat? Oh, ready? Oh! Oh! So close. Go on, go on, Will, go on. You can do it. Oh. You need to get back to school and do some PE. What's this? Personal computing on the Vic 20, a friendly computer guide.
Friendly.
From Commodore International, Avalanche Inc. Wow, man.
Yay!
Oh, shot. Well done, look. Here, hey, look, I've come across at the back, look. This is how to make various sound effects. An explosion, bombs away, the scales, red alert. Look, this is the code, look, and you see, do you recognise it? What's that command?
Poke.
What does that do? Well, that code there, what does that do?
Which one?
The second line.
4L.
Yeah?
For loop.
A for loop.
Yeah.
Excellent. How many times will that go around the loop though?
10.
Very good. You've learnt a little. That's the red alert sound. See, when the bee collects his pollen, we can get it to make a little noise.
You can make it go.
Oh, man, this is treasure. Treasure. Absolute treasure. Look at that. How are you getting on with the old girl herself? Really? One last try for the big prize giveaway. Oh! It started to fight back! Rude? There it is. Look, Will. Oh. So we have to slide this. So you hold. I'll hold the polystyrene. Can you slide the cardboard? Oh God, this is where we tear it.
Wait, I just pushed this way.
Oh, hang on. Which way? Are we going the wrong way or something? Oh yeah, there we go. With sound and music. Now, is there any indication as to what year this was originally bought? Is there a price or anything?
Oh.
Yeah, he looks so happy, that guy there. We'll get a zoom in on him, but he looks very... And look, he's playing with his granddad. Huh? We're going to take this to see our granddad. He's going to test the power supply for us. We'll see that in a minute, I hope. Oh wow, look at all the bits. Can't see a price tag or anything. Oh, and there it is. There it is. 2 missing keys, but we've obviously got one in the box. How do you like the feel of that?
I like it.
It feels good, doesn't it? Oh. Introducing Vicsoft. Wow, look, what's this? Introducing Vicsoft. I don't know what these are, Vicsoft, don't remember that on mine. Oh, this is all games that you could buy back in the day. Look at that, look at his dad, look, he looks like, he means business, that dad. He's a businessman dad. Wow. Look, in the avoidance of doubt, Will, how to connect your Vic. So you know how to do it. Oh, this is so good. Oh, you could join, I think this was a club, the Vicsoft Club. You could join. So after the excitement of the unboxing sets in the work of restoring this machine. Not too bad a condition, as you can see, 2 keys missing. So I sourced those on eBay. And rather than show you a VIC-20 keyboard restoration and general cleanup, which you've seen 1,000 times before, you can just watch my grimacing face at high speed as I attempt to do this, something I haven't done before. This is my first 8-bit repair. And yeah, it went well, I think. I managed to achieve my goal. The tricky part came when I got the keyboard apart. I found that the keycap for one of the keys had the plunger stuck inside. So there's me desoldering the shift lock key to get at everything and get it out of the case properly. So I used the technique. I was thinking, how am I going to get this stuck plunger out of here? So I applied a bit of physics and decided to warm the keycap up, hoping it would loosen the glue and generally make things move around a bit more smoothly. That didn't work. You can see me here trying to get a screwdriver and a pair of pliers in there. And what I'm actually trying to do is get a screw into the old plunger so that I can turn it and break the old glue. Eventually I decided to try and drill it out, which may look drastic for a little key, but actually worked. You can see in a minute my excited face as I actually pull that old plunger free. So yeah, that went well. Good technique that for anybody who tries to do the same thing. Now we move on to the new keys being fitted. I actually found a use for some of the old stuff that I had in the toolkit. I used to be a PC engineer, and I had these things for pulling sort of dip chips and stuff, and key pullers that I never really used because we just used to replace whole parts. But yeah, so nice to use those bits in my toolkit. And here we are, we're putting the thing back together and we're almost done. So yeah, took me, I don't know, maybe three quarters of an hour, 45 minutes to get this done.
And yeah, it was really a satisfying job to have completed. My first ever 8-bit repair, and there it is. So once that was done, put her on display. There she is, looking good. I haven't got a turntable, but you know. And here's the standard 20 go to 10 with Winterfam on the screen, just to show that the keyboard's working after the test. So while I had the Vic open, I took the chance to have a look around the main board, make sure the caps are all okay. I'm not going to recap it just yet, but I can glean, I think, from looking at the processor, etc., that this is a 1981 vintage machine. That concerned me a little, that wobbly shield over that voltage regulator, which I initially mistook for a speaker. I told you I've worked on PCs far too much, and it looked like a PC speaker, but of course that doesn't exist on a VIC 20. So what's next? Well, of course we want to run our Better Be Ready code on the original hardware eventually, and I did ask Santa for some goodies, so I excitedly took a sneak peek looking for my Christmas presents around the house last weekend. There's the machine in all its glory in its new home. But, you know, I wondered where Santa's elves might be hiding any gifts, you know, related to 8-bit stuff. And then I spotted in the corner of the bedroom. Ooh, nice. Excited. So let's get back now to what these videos are all about. Trying to inspire my son, young Will, to get into the world of coding, which he's expressed an interest in and wants to do as possibly a career. So we're trying to create virtual life on the Commodore Vic 20 using CBM Basic. And we thought, rather than just have us two working on the project, it's in GitHub, let's share it with a friend of ours, young Louis. And this is what happened when we threw down a bit of a challenge to him. Louis Green.
Hello, Mr. Claudia.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. Yourself?
I'm fine. Thank you for joining us on this fine evening.
Thanks for having me.
It's always a pleasure. Welcome to the Winterfam channel.
It's a pleasure to be here.
So, you and I were enjoying a social evening just recently, and I invited you to join the project to create virtual life on a Commodore Vic 20.
You did.
So, and you've crazily agreed, haven't you?
I have. I rose to the challenge, or whatever.
But there's a reason that we thought it might be interesting for you. Tell us what you're doing at university, Louis.
I'm currently studying game design at university, which uses a bit more of a modern software during code, not this stuff that is looks pretty old.
Not this old 80s tech, right?
Well, exactly. So, yeah, what was the idea you sparked?
Well, I thought it would be an interesting conceit for our YouTube video and our channel to challenge someone like you, who's a young person just setting out on the journey of creating games, which is what we all wanted to do when we were kids in the 1980s. I thought it would be nice to throw down the challenge for someone like you, used to the modern world of coding, and throw you in the deep end.
Yes.
The deep end of the 1980s in a Commodore Vic 20. So we've just spent the last hour setting up your emulator and your PRG studio.
Yeah.
What I'm going to need to do at some point is explain to you how the code that we've currently got works, and then set the challenge for you. Now, I think, Louis, we've managed to get Better Be Ready running on your machine, haven't we?
Yes, I've got it all set up right here.
Via the magic of GitHub. Now, if you start sharing your screen, your videos will disappear, but that won't matter.
It will.
So show us Better Be Ready running on your machine, Louis.
I'll bring that right now. There you are. Can you see that okay?
Yep. So there it is.
Little piece going
in all its
round.
majesty. So as I was explaining to you, Will and I have coded it this far. So we've got our hive, we've got our between 5 and 10 random flowers, and the bee can buzz around the screen, randomly moving in a direction until he finds a flower. then the bit we need to code next is that when he finds a flower, we need to add 10 points to a variable to store the pollen points that he's just received. And then what we want to do is write the algorithm to take him directly back to the hive. And that's the challenge. So Will and I are going to code that ourselves. And we'd like you to have a try at it as well, once I've explained to you a little bit about Commodore Basic, which we'll do off camera.
Sure.
And then see if you can come up with your version of the same algorithm to fly the bee back home. And then we'll compare notes, because we now both got the same code. You can run it, I can run it. And we'll see who wins the challenge of getting the bee back home in the quickest fashion. Yeah?
Oh, the quickest. Oh, we got to do it quick.
We've got to get him straight back there. Yeah. So
Okay.
there's various
What a
ways
few
that we
good
could do it.
ideas.
But, you know, do we go diagonally? Do we go straight up and then along? You know, what's the best way
Well,
of doing
that's
it? What's
very
the
much the
fastest
question,
way?
isn't it? I mean, would you have it so, let's say there was a flower on the way back, does he go around the flower? Does he just go straight through it? I mean, you probably want him to go around it. Let's say it has only the capacity to carry one flower's worth of pollen. or
These are
whatever.
questions which we have not yet addressed.
Well, there you are.
So your algorithm might end up different to ours.
Well, yeah, that'd be interesting to see.
So thank you, Louis, for accepting the challenge.
No worries, anytime.
We will work together and I will explain how the code works, and then we will see how we go and compare notes in the next episode. How's
Okay,
that sound?
sweet. Sounds great, mate. See you in the next one.
Cool. Thanks, Louis.
See ya.
And suddenly it's Christmas.
You don't have bells. I have bells.
You have bells, I don't have bells. Welcome back, everybody, to Better Be Ready, the quest for coding virtual life, part 5. And we've already seen me challenge our good friend Louis, Big Lou, the university student who is learning to be a game programmer and designer. We've challenged him to make a faster version of Better Be Ready and get the bee back to the hive more quickly than our code. That's the challenge, the gauntlet that we have thrown down. So we'll see how he gets on. He's never done anything like this. This is like it was for you,
We've won.
completely alien. Well, not necessarily,
We've won.
you know, not necessarily, and hopefully he's going to learn a bit of
We're-
stuff. So, since we made the last video, I've been tinkering with Better Be Ready. And I've actually done some bits on the backlog on my own. I know, naughty, isn't it? I've done bee picks up pollen, and I've done go back to the hive while, but not avoiding the bear. I've not
We don't have
coded.
a bear yet. Add a new one that says bear.
We've oh, okay. So we add a new thing to the backlog. So go on.
Bear.
Yeah. We have a bear character. You want to edit that one? Go back to hive. There we go. Right, okay. So go back to hive's now done. Bear and move the bear isn't done. Record pollen points we could do quite quickly now, I think. So we could put that next. Right?
Okay.
Stinging and lives and things we haven't done yet. We are getting dangerously close to running out of memory though. I think I said at
We
the
have
last...
to remove some things.
Yeah, I think at the end of the last video I did say that, but I have crunched. Do you know what crunching means? I've done a bit of crunching.
When you crunch your Dorito, it disappears.
Similar, so it goes from being a big Dorito to being a small pile of crumbs. So I have been, as I say, tinkering with the code, and it is now significantly smaller, I think, than it was. There are people out there who can put stuff in the comments to tell us how we could make it even better, I'm sure. And if you look back at the other videos, you were probably screaming at the screen, "No, why are you doing it like that? That's so inefficient." But hey, we're still learning, and I'm still remembering this stuff. So we've now got everything in one file. Our main file has now got everything in it.
Everything.
It was getting too difficult to keep moving around files because of the renumbering situation. So I've done that. But the basics of the program are still there. We still draw flowers. We still draw a hive. We still sniff. We still move around the screen randomly if we can't find anything in the immediate vicinity. But one thing I have done, and I think you're going to like this.
What's it?
I've implemented a thing called look. Right now, if I skip down to here, there's the sniff code. That's a lot shorter than it was. We were being very inefficient on that, so I've now shortened that. The look code is here. Right. Let me just highlight the look code here, all the way down to the return of the subroutine. So what this is doing, can you remember what a for statement does?
It's like a loop.
It is like a loop, absolutely right. So we've got a loop in here, and what we're doing is, do you remember how we loop around the compass directions?
Yeah.
So we've done a sniff, and what we do here is we look around the compass directions, and what we were finding, Mum and I were sat there one night watching the code run, and the bee was taking ages to ever find a flower. I thought, this is crazy. So what I thought I'd do was write something that will allow the bee to still sniff, but he now looks rather than sniffs. He doesn't just sniff the immediate cell around him like we did out on the patio back in the summer. Do you remember? He what?
Turns and look better.
Yeah, I haven't made the icon change when he turns, but we could do that. But what he does do is he looks out 5 screen RAM positions now. He looks into the distance looking for flowers. And you can sort of see where his eyes are looking. There's a little dot that goes out and comes back. Now that slowed things down a little bit, but I think it's better. So that's look. And then we've got a little routine now in the main here. We've got this sort of main loop here. And once we've found a flower, so the other bit on our backlog was that we just ticked off was pick up pollen. So pick up pollen is when the bee position, do you remember BP, our variable?
Yeah, we had a list of it.
Yeah. So how do you think we work out if we've picked up some pollen using BP?
But you can tell if you're at a flower.
Correct, yeah. And how do we tell if we're at a flower? On the screen.
The rat, the screen thingy.
The screen thingy, yeah, contains
I can't remember.
the flower icon.
Yeah.
Remember? So up here we set our flower icon, FI.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, remember FI? Where's FI? It's here somewhere. There it is. FI is equal to character number 2 in the character set.
Yeah, we made that.
Yeah, you remembering that? That's it. So character number 2 in the character set. There we go. There it is. It's our flower icon. Okay. So what happens is we check if BP is the BP the screen position that we're looking at. If it contains a flower, then we know we found one. And I think that's somewhere in here. Yeah, we go. Where we're peeking for a flower icon in sniff, which makes it a little bit quicker if you do it in sniff as well. We've got a new variable to put in the glossary, which stands for target. So that sets the target of where we need to move to. So if we sniff the flower,
so then the flower, then it goes to the hive.
Correct. So we set the T. If
TG is either the flower or the hive.
Correct. Spot on. Absolutely right. You figured this out already. So, and then also in look, we do the same thing. We say if peak where we're looking is a flower icon, then TG equals I, which means go to that spot, right?
If you see it, you go to it.
Yeah. And what I've also put in is just a little handy routine that prints a message on the screen and waits for me to press return, or us to press return. It helps us to kind of do debugging and things. Okay, so that's better be ready now. It's.
You can see it. See what it's like now.
You want to see it?
I haven't seen it.
Okay, let's go. Let's build project and run, and hopefully it works. I think there's still some bugs in it, but we'll work them out as we go. So here we are. All right, can you see him looking?
Yeah, I can see the dot.
You see the little dots coming out. There we go. Look. Oh, okay, he's got that one, and now he's going to go back to the hive. Goes back to the hive. There we go.
And now he's looking again.
Now he's looking again. Looking again. He's moving again.
Not seeing anything.
Not seeing anything.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Is that cool? That's cool. So what I thought.
Over there.
Yeah, this is the frustrating thing, right? He's looking there, but he's not finding it. Right. Oh, he's found it. He's got it. He's going back.
60, and then when we have the point points, it'll go PP equal 1.
Yeah, it will, and it will maybe come up down the bottom. We can put it wherever we like.
Yeah.
But I think there's a bug there though, because no way was that 5 spaces out to that flower, and he should only be looking 5 screen round positions. I think there may be a bug there somewhere.
It doesn't look 5. It doesn't look like 5, but he's going this way.
Yeah. That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. So what we want to do is that whole routine where he flies back, we want to time that, see how quick that is.
And see if Louis can get
And see if Louis can do it faster. Now Louis got the old version of the code from back in the summer.
Oh.
So he can, which is exactly how we ended the last episode. So he can tweak it as much as he wants. And create his own version. But we'll see if his version is quicker than ours. That's the challenge. Okay? So, good old B. He's sniffing around like crazy. So let's stop that. So what I thought we might try and learn today is about the TI statement and the TI string statement. So if I pop to a good old programmer's reference guide here, there's a function built into the Vic called TI, built into the Vic Basic. And what this basically lets you do is figure out how many 1/10 of a second have passed since you powered the Vic on. Okay? So there's a bit of an example code there, which is just basically one line of code that prints that's how many seconds it's been since I powered on the Vic.
Can you make it so it doesn't have to be when it powers on, it times since 1 point?
You can reset it, yeah. Absolutely, good question. So this time string, TI string, this line of code here is resetting it back to 0. Okay? So I can see how your brain is thinking. So what I suggest we do is just create a quick new project in PRG Studio and just have a little play with it, and then we can build that code in to better be ready and time how long it takes to go back, right? Yeah, do that. This is also really great. Right, so let's go we'll never open our file things. S, and then take out. That's all we need.
All we need.
That's all we need to go into Better Be Ready. So we've got to
copy that.
Reset the clock, record the start time, record the end time, record the result, divided by 60. So before you do that, let's just grab that into Notepad somewhere. So copy it onto the clipboard. So when we get the flower, which can happen in a few places, it's in sniff and look.
Sniff is here, and look is. Where's look? I can't see it. Sniff.
So sniff's there.
Look.
Yeah.
Starts here.
Yeah.
It's on.
It's like grab it. No, it's not on. So let's do a. Put it down here, shall we? In a little subroutine. So that starts the time. That resets the timer. And then we get the start time.
Don't need that 20.
And then we return. Yeah, you're right. We don't need that 20. Right.
Yep.
And then another little subroutine that does.
Oh, E.
And then so we've now got start and stop times captured. So we can print out how long it took to the screen using our little print to the screen subroutine. So yeah, so let's and sniff. I think he's wait. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh, look, that's he's right. I thought he did. Really was that. Yeah. Computer. That's it. So that's And where's the code? So we're big commercial. That's okay in the blue. Pass. Who's that for you? Then. Then so thick. So thick. Okay. There we go. Welcome to the That's all that. So, string equals. Equals. Okay. Pass. It's level. Okay. So we have to do start to it. We string. And then do so. And we'll have it. Lift it. Right. Shall we?
Test it.
We'll have to build some sound into this. That'll be a whole other episode.
I'll make it with
Oh, here we go. You'll make it what?
Make it with my mouth.
Oh, 4.55 seconds. Oh, no.
What's happened?
We have to fix that. He's going to get stuck at the bottom again.
And he's going to be stuck on the T.
Yeah. For some reason, it's adding 22. So it's for some reason, it's thinking it can only go south every time. I don't know why. He's got one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh!
Yo!
Is it going to work this time?
That one worked. Yeah.
Maybe we'll make it round up. Yeah.
Remember how to do that? There's a function. A basic function for it.
It's called round.
Yeah, I think it is.
1. We'll see if you've got awesome. Should we name it Barry? B.
Barry to B.
Barry B. Benton.
Why not?
That one.
It's good, isn't it? Being able to see where he's looking.
Yeah. He's run away. He's run away. Come on, bro. You've got to see it now.
So what we'll have to do when we test with Louis is we'll have to tweak the code to always put a flower in a certain place. Like just do one flower in one place or something, yeah?
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, the bug. Okay, right. Well, we know the code. We know that code we just done works. But there's a bug we've got to find and fix somewhere.
We probably.
And the bug's going to be
in the hive.
It's in this whole routine, flying back to the hive. This whole bit, it's in here. Hey, so we're going to have to fix that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good enough.
Yeah. Okay, that's pretty cool though for today, I think, don't you? Cool. So we've done that. I mean, we could do record pollen points. That's quite easy, but you know, that's enough hardcore coding for today.
Hardcore.
Cool.
Goodbye, big fan.
Merry Christmas. And Merry Christmas, one and all.
See you on next video.
We will.
Goodbye.
So, if you remember receiving your VIC-20 back in the 80s on Christmas Day and slowly sliding that cardboard sleeve off the polystyrene box to reveal the wonders within, this is a sad sight, isn't it? So, this is the box from our new Facebook marketplace, sourced VIC-20, and as you can see, it's definitely seen better days. Lots of dog-eared corners. And I've seen on YouTube many people restoring hardware, but I don't think I've ever seen anybody try to bring a box like this back to life. And to me, this is as much an integral part of owning the Vic as owning the system itself. And whoa, that little fella there, oh whoa, he's absolutely shocked by the state of the box on which he lives. So we need to do something about it, right? So I spoke to my wife, Winterfam, who is extremely talented in the world of arts and crafts, if you want to call it. She's extremely talented in many areas, but this is one area in particular where she excels. She's never going to recap a board, but she can fix a cardboard box for me without any problems. So as you can see, what she's doing here is using PVA glue mixed with a little water, I think, and a paintbrush. And the lamination of the cardboard, she's filling with PVA and resealing it back together to get as much of a solid cardboard box as we can. The other thing that she's doing here that you might not be able to see on the hyperlapse is that she's also putting a sheet of very thin A4 paper on the inside of the box in order to hold the edges of the cardboard that are dog-eared and frayed together from behind, and then using just ordinary clothesline pegs to hold the whole thing together. And so we've now got a Vic 20 box which is looking much better. There's not a lot you can do about the outside of the box, the silver, etc. You know, the colours. You know, you can clean it, I guess, with a cloth and maybe some water, very, very gently. But there you can see, not quite the finished product. We've got the other end to do. And now, as they say, for something completely different. My brother and his family came to visit just before Christmas. My daughter Isabel and her cousin decided that they would rock out on the Vic 20 at my behest. And let's see what happened when two teenagers are let loose.
What do you want me to play?
What? Anything that sounds like a tune.
Oh, I was trying to play Star Wars. There we go.
Oh!
Oh, it's really difficult.
We can change voice.
Chord.
We can go.
Can you do more than one at a time? Kind of. It's more like a synth. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's the percussion.
Oh. This is so funny. What can you play?
Nothing.
Nothing.
But it's loaded from this cassette, this game.
Oh.
It's in here, look. I loaded it from there earlier. It's the first time I've loaded anything since I bought it.
That's so cool.
40 years old computer and it still can amuse you.
Oh. Ah. Oh, wait, hold on. I've nearly got it. Oh no.
Vic Tunes.
No. No! Where is it? Oh. No!
cool, man. Thanks so much for watching to the end. If you'd like to support what we're doing here on the channel, trying to inspire youngsters to get into science and technology, the best way you can do that for us is to visit winterfam.co.uk, download a free short story, maybe pick up a book from Amazon for us as well. That'll help us out enormously and help us keep making videos. But in the meantime, Merry Christmas, and we'll see you in 2022.